What a sight to behold. I've been told the story of my father felling a dragon the size of a mountain. It is as he said.
The eldest of our kin. Death overtook him long ago, yet consciousness still lingers in the realm of dreams. Should you wish to communicate with the Elder, you must meditate. Absolute focus is required.
Then I shall.
Open your eyes, Firstborn of Gwyn. O Seed of the Destroyer, listen to me well. I have lived long. I have witnessed many ages rise and fall. It is now that I would see the end of the dragons. I warn you that this cannot be, as the world hangs in the balance. In the beginning, there is nothing but the tree of life. Your kind calls them arch trees. The tree toils, creating scores of lesser, more primordial life forms, all inherently immortal. Then one day, inexplicably, came the first soul from the root of this tree. Unknown previously, the soul contained the power of the dark. It had the ability to evolve, to mutate and control a grand host. It tried to envelop the tree to further spread its darkness. The tree, sensing danger, brought forth our kind, the dragons, to defend it. We consumed the darkness, knowing that the tree could purge us of the darkness before it could corrupt us. The soul then broke itself apart into countless pieces of soul, and from that exodus burned the first flame. As the flame burned, it started to absorb the strength of all soulless creatures. The swarm of souls became powerful, containing the raw energy to slay the dragons, to burn the arch trees and undo this world.
You mean to tell me that our creation was just to destroy you?
Every being who possesses a Lord's soul could bring about this destruction. Gwyn's lightning pierces and destroys our scales. The Coven of Izalith brings about large infernos that burn the arch trees. The Grave Lord has the power to grant mortality to us who would never know such a thing.
The world changes. It is fated that the era of dragons will die out, and we shall forge a new path in this world.
Were it our fate, I would accept it. However, the first flame is not eternal. The fire fades and shall one day die.
Hold your tongue!
The first soul has planned this. It knew that the creation of the flame so begot the end of the flame. Your kind is dependent on it. Should the flame die out, you would perish with it. As the dark would flood the now empty world, it would come back anew. It would finally become dark's truest form, the Abyss.
What heresy would I hear? The first flame, the first soul, and the Abyss. How could it be these are all the same? You bear a heavy burden of proof.
The Abyss creates a flame, truly. It looks like light, yet hides its true self, the strength of the dark soul. The Dark Soul becomes more powerful as it multiplies. It spreads far and wide, absorbing the souls of lesser beings. The human who wields the Dark Soul could be weak now, but given time, it has innumerable power. They would soon even fight the gods themselves. You know this firsthand, don't you? Firstborn of Gwyn.
Yes, I have met one of their progenitors, the Pygmy. Years ago, as a lad, I fancied myself untouchable. Inheriting the soul of sunlight gave me resolve and determination. Enough so that upon hearing the discovery of the fourth Lord Soul, I went to seek the power for myself. I challenged the Pygmy who held it, but was thoroughly defeated. Wielding the power of the Abyss, I was powerless against him. It was then I learned loss. As I stand now, half of my body was changed, corroded somewhat. No miracle would heal me. His darkness destroyed the light that I wielded and continues to course through my body. We were still at the height of the war against your kind, and my father knew we could not win our war should we fight it on two fronts. He gifted the humans a grand city and appointed the Pygmies as kings. We endowed them with lands and regality to avoid a war and gain favor. He gave them my youngest sister as well.
We dragons are the only being who can fight the Abyss. You fight a pointless war with us that will end in your own destruction. We wish to end our war with the gods and coexist, to band together against the vastness of the Abyss.
My father cannot agree to this. No piece of poetry or prose could convince him that you are not our biggest threat.
This is known of Gwyn. However, if you were to inherit the title of Lord of Sunlight, this peace I speak of could begin.
Do you suggest I overthrow my father? Go against the will of the Lord of Sunlight?
Unlike Gwyn, I know you can understand my reasoning. You are curious and thoughtful. Or did you think that sparing the King of the Storm went unnoticed by us? You are more powerful than Gwyn, in reason and in might. Should you decline, the first flame will snuff out, and the world will plunge into everlasting darkness. The choice now is yours to make.